Hello Simon, I'm filming myself today just to show you a little clip to accompany the email that I'm sending you now and the rest of the materials. So in December we talked about combining the Pictability approach with citizenship, the Keys to Citizenship approach. So in effect, what we started with was our Pictability. You may not have seen, this is the last version. The version you saw was the version where there was a lot of toys that the professional unfortunately did with the family, but unfortunately took away with them afterwards. Whereas what we want to do is for the family to keep their Pictability set. So in here are all the equivalent of what we were doing with the toys before, but two-dimensional, and I'm happy to show you this at a later stage if you want, but for now I want to show you this. And so after people do Pictability, which is about an hour and a half, which is a goal setting session, then there is a full session implementation of goals, and parents have a book, mindfulness book. We call it a mindfulness book. It is a coloring book, and every part of what we do in the workshop can be colored by the parents according to this. So we wanted to adapt this plus this and use it for the Keys to Citizenship. So this is what I came up with. The idea is that this is a one-piece kit. It's got at the back, it's got the goal cards that the person can cut up and put subsequently, host the goal cards and the stars and the pencil in this nice little pocket here with a zipper. And the reason is that they might want to reuse, change their goals, etc., move their goals around. And at the back of the book is the rest of the material, and it includes also a leaderboard about to make sure that people look at all the areas of the Keys to Citizenship. So we base this game on the fact that at first our participants, in this case these are school leavers, so they would be teenagers, and they identify some of their goals and some of the keys to citizenship that the goals relate to. So for instance, if here's purpose, home, help, life, money, love, and freedom, and we call this the wall of honor because they're going to inevitably choose one or two or three things that fit already in these. And then once they've done their choice, we talk to them about the rest of the keys to citizenship, so that they start with those things that are closest, top of mind for them. So once again, to explain to you how this book is organized, it is like this. It's called Citizen. So originally we called it Citizen You, but I wanted to ask you what you think about. Actually, we think we should call it Citizen Me. But that's just a little discrepancy that you'll see in the film that the children appear and use this book. So the first few pages have to do with starting the journey, and they choose their signature strength, which they put on a shield here. This is an exercise that I explained to you last time we talked about. This is because we want this exercise to be strength-based. So participants first think about what they're good at. Then afterwards we have an explanation on the keys, the citizenship keys, and they also get an opportunity to color them. So we've kind of taken artistic license for this. As you said, we want to show you our first drafts, but obviously we welcome your comments on this. But you have the home, purpose, love, life, etc. And we have a little session where we talk about the meaning of each one of these for them. Then they reflect on their strength, and then they use a goal, what we call a goal to action framework, which is more developed than a SMART goal framework, but that's also another discussion. And so they choose the goals. They work on their goals. How do they work on their goals? In the first session, after they chose their signature strength, they cut up these goals here, and they decide. So you've got lots of images. We're testing at the moment the images. So these ones are particularly include some Maori images and Maori families, etc., tattoos. Um, and once they've cut them up, they then present them on a what they call a vision, what we call a vision board. So in this vision board is the level of importance and how soon you want something. So if something is not very important to very important, and I want it now to I want it later. So just to connect to the clip that you're going to see about the teenagers using this, you'll see that one of them wanted to have friends. That's in the report also. That's about the one in the report called Miguel. So it was found out that his deep desire was to have friends, whereas in fact his because he uses a very bulky a wheelchair, therefore he's often put at the end, next to the door, and he has not the opportunity to connect with other friends, and that's been uncovered through this process. Another teenager wanted to travel to Japan, so he decided that a short-term goal would be, if that's a long-term goal, then a short-term goal would be to learn some Japanese greetings. Another one decided that he wanted to find out about a career in IT and in computers. And just as an aside, the teacher aide remarked that this has never come up in his what we call here an IEP, Individual Education Plan session. And it just brings to life the fact that when you give people visuals as opposed to asking them in a conversation what they want for their future life, there is a different world that comes up, a more creative and less contrived way to look at our future. And so basically, we use this framework to connect goals as they're expressed in their purest form, in their most what would be the word, unprocessed form of goals, go to, have friends, go travel abroad, and then connect them to the keys to citizenship. So we also use some graphics with the keys to citizenship. So we have those keys here that you have designed yourself: life, love, purpose, etc. But we also have another kind of graphics which I can show you separately, which gives some examples: purpose, money, home, etc. So in the film where you see the students using this kit, which as I explained to you is a whole kit together with our Pictability for all the children. In the film, there is no connection with the keys to citizenship. This is because those sessions, there was too much noise outside the classroom to film, and so we just, for technical reason, we actually couldn't film the sessions themselves. That's why I elected to film myself to show you the connection between the Pictability and the Keys to Citizenship framework. Thank you for listening, and I hope that we can speak soon, and thank you. Bye.